Ooh, I say, what happens if I press this button right here? Oh my, menage a trois. I can hardly wait. But let's get on with today's video, folks, because it's going to be saucy, it's going to be steamy, just like these three beauties with me right now. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I've seen and I've heard some diabolically stupid things in my time, but honestly, when it comes to a white person of privilege who sits down on her own failed podcast and starts railing on white folks, it gets absolutely insane. The insanity never stops. So if you don't believe me, Jennifer Welsh, I've never even heard of this chick. I thought she was an actress, but it turns out she likes to be the performer in front of a camera. But as you will see, folks, it actually does backfire on her in a major way. Now, on next, folks, Tony Seruga said the following, addressing I've Had It podcast, which is the headliner platform for Miss Jennifer Welsh. Hey, what happened? You demented, angry, dipshit idiot, twat waffle. I wonder why you locked your ex account. Unhinged, lunatic actress and podcaster Jennifer Welsh says white Trump voters shouldn't be allowed to eat at Mexican or Chinese restaurants and should only go to, wait for it, Cracker Barrel. Well, as a Brit, I've never actually heard of that place. Welsh told Trump supporters to get your fat asses over to Cracker Barrel, probably giving them much intended business. Watching this hate fest is a lesson in how addictive rage has become in our society. What shit weasels like Welsh will not admit is that they love the rage. They need it. It fuels them and their mental illness thrives on it. And just like that, Miss Welsh has blocked her ex account from people pile driving her into oblivion.
I've had it with white people that triple trumped, that have the nerve and the audacity to walk into a Mexican restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, an Indian restaurant, go to perhaps their gay hairdresser, friendly. I don't think you should be able to enjoy anything but Cracker Barrel.
It's very interesting she brings in the gay hairdresser angle. Like, what have they got to do with this? That's such a weird thing to come out with. And by the way, who the hell takes the legendary microphone of the Shure SM7B and puts a pop filter in front of it? The thing already has two pop filters built into it. So again, women and technology, don't allow them near it.
And if you want to triple Trump, you want to browbeat DEI, you want to browbeat gay people, and you want to browbeat black people as you've been doing for 400 years. And you want to browbeat this generation of immigrants that come over here and open up businesses earnestly, pay their taxes. White people that triple Trump should be banned, boycotted from enjoying the best thing that America has to offer, which is multiculturalism. Get your fat out of the Mexican restaurant, get your fat over to Cracker Barrel.
She seems pleasant.
Yeah, holy shit, man. I tell you what, there was a lot to take in there, folks, in that 40 seconds of my life that I would never ever get back. But honestly, when I think about the current immigration situation in the UK and in Greece and in Italy and in Germany, it's absolutely insane. Apparently, these countries are branded racists if they do the right thing like Greece has done, where if you're an immigrant who's come from Libya and you expect the Greek government to accommodate you, they give you two choices. Either one, you'd face jail for 5 years, or hey, we'll give you a ticket to go back where you came from. So what do you think most of them will actually opt for? Because the entitlement, folks, of these people that take a little boat and go from, oh, I don't know, Libya to Greece. I mean, can you imagine what an epic boat journey that might be, right? But also, again, what this silly witch actually talks about is really ridiculous, because at the end of the day, if you just start allowing immigrants en masse into any country, you don't know who you're letting in. These people have not been checked at the border. That's why we have borders, folks, so we can check them before we let them in and then process the paperwork to see what we do with them next. But when she talks about, well, if you're a white person, you shouldn't be going to a Mexican restaurant, you shouldn't be going to a Chinese or an Indian one. Again, those restaurants will just take you in regardless of what your color is, right? I mean, she misses the point completely. I never even heard of this woman. They call her an actress, and certainly she does actually like to give the bravado performance, or should I say bravo, because apparently that's the platform that made her famous, or should I say infamous. And look, on Jennifer Welsh's IMDb profile, I've Had It podcast only scores 4.9 stars. People do not rate her at all. Apart from Sweet Home Oklahoma, which I don't know. That sounds like a reality TV show to me. But again, let's have a look at this. Oh my God. Jennifer Welsh. I tell you what, if you were drunk and you saw her name, you might think her surname is Jennifer Witch. The Welsh Witch. Yep, you get it? Not as in the country Wales, but as in Raquel Welch. I certainly hope she has nothing to do with that great sex symbol of America. But just one look at Jennifer Welsh, I can tell why her husband is happily divorced from her. I mean, that chin could accommodate 4 more states of the USA right there and right then. Let's have a quick read about this. Jennifer Welsh was born in Dallas, Texas, and moved to Oklahoma City when she was 7 years old. She is happily divorced from Josh Welsh, with whom she lives and raises their 2 sons, Dylan and Roman. Having built up her own firm for the last 20 years, Jennifer is a highly accomplished interior designer, equally adept, or in this case inept, at residential and commercial projects. In addition to her work in Oklahoma City, Jennifer has completed projects in Nashville, Dallas, Palm Springs, Denver, and Hawaii, among others. She is a perfectionist, people, with an eagle eye for every detail. Make Mexican food great again. Well, you should have seen the curry I had earlier on today. It was absolute dog shit. She is insane. All the ethnic restaurants count on all people to patronize them. I don't know how you Americans say that. They open in certain neighborhoods to get all groups in. They could not just count on one ethnicity as the customer. No restaurant can. Oh my, I was just talking about this. She is disgusting and not funny. Who dare she? Racist. And of course, yeah, which is true. And of course, folks, that's one thing I forgot to touch on. The plastic face of Miss Jennifer Welsh. I can't tell what's worse, this one or that one. I leave the vote entirely up to you folks. And back to my last and final point here. She talked about beating the brow with DEI and everything else that comes with that. You know, I've talked about that 3-letter word here forever and ever. Blame Larry Fink. If she wants to have a go at someone, blame that guy at BlackRock, because, oh my God, he was forcing behaviors. So in other words, if you were a black or a white person going for the same interview, the black person will definitely get it because they're not qualified, but they tick that all-important checkbox, while the very qualified white person walks out and thinks, what the hell have I done? Why wasn't I qualified to get this role? So again, all the stuff now with Larry Fink and BlackRock, it's all turning against him because nobody wants it. Again, all the credit card companies like MasterCard and Visa trying to censor you from paying for entertainment of the not very safe for work variety can't do much about it because people are pushing back. They got an executive order from Donald Trump to say you can't debank people from buying what they want to pay for and enjoy the leisure of their own homes, but it's so ridiculous. But anyway, folks, had to make this video because, again, I am all about the white privilege here in my neighborhood, and I just couldn't think of any other way to celebrate that. But if I were you, and if you were me, you should definitely come back for the next sweaty, salty episode of You Know Who.
Don't move!
Sir, maybe you didn't know, but we have white privilege.
Get your hands where I can see them!
I think the problem is you're just uneducated.